How's everybody doing today? World Money Wins here. Welcome or welcome back. I'm still trying to figure out my microphone gain, so let me know if the mic's too high or too low. I had one that was like blowing my eardrums out. But anyway, I stopped by a coin shop I've never been to before. When I was over here at Coins at Stamps in Grosse Pointe the other day, I picked up a couple vintage pieces, one of them being this Christmas one for the Silver Struck's Guardhouse Box Challenge. And he didn't have a ton of vintage stuff, but he had a really good selection. Most of his stuff was newer, but he did have like 10-ounce bars and that were vintage. And I would have bought those if I wasn't doing this challenge. So I blame Silver Struck for me not getting the A-Mark 10-ounce bars that he had. But while I was there at Coins and Stamps, I said, do you know of anywhere else that might have some vintage stuff? And he said to check out Abbott's Coins, Jewelry, and Loans on Woodward, and that's in Birmingham, which is basically Detroit. And so I stopped by Abbott's, and lo and behold, they had some stuff. So I'm showing a knife, trying to show more knives on the channel. Some people were asking about, they like to see the knives. So this is my EDC Benchmade that's been all over the world. I can't remember, it's a Pardue design, but I can't remember the model. And I got it many years ago, and this has held up so well. I'm surprised the finish on my buddy has one, it's just destroyed, but this one I think was made like 3 or 4 years after his, and the finish on this has held up super well. But the reason I got this is super thin. So it's an automatic knife, and it's super thin. I don't like the black blade, so I got the stainless blade, or the silver blade. Anyway, where was I going? I don't know. There's a knife. Here's what I got at Abbott's. Now, Abbott's is in a higher traffic area, so what I got here at Coins and Stamps, they charged me 25 bucks an ounce. And then Abbott's was a little bit more, but they're are in a higher, probably a higher rent district. They're on a busier road. This is their information. And so they charged me $28. So $3 more at this place on the same day. But this on Woodward, if you know Woodward over there, it's a super busy street. So these guys have probably a much higher lease because it's a high traffic area. So anyway, let's see what we got. Oh man, I gotta pull these out in order. So the first thing I got, boom, I got 5 pieces. Independence Day, July 4th, 1973. It's got a plain back. And I'm not sure who made this. Let me know if you know who makes these. Actually, I'm gonna get my Guardhouse box out here. Let me move these Christmas ones out of the way. I'm leaving the Christmas ones out because I want to look at them. Because after Christmas is over, I'll put them away and I won't look at them till probably next year. So I really appreciate Silver Struck doing this Guardhouse Box Challenge. I'm revealing all my stuff over here, darn it. I was trying to hold that, keep it secret. So this is the Independence Day one. And hoping they all fit. Yep, this one works. So this challenge is going faster than I was expecting. So this one's a bicentennial. This is a super cool landscape one. I think these might be Madison Mint. I'm not sure. There's no mint designation. So let me know if you know of the mint, unless I explicitly, I can't talk. Unless I for certain say what mint it is, then I'm not sure what it is. So I'm not sure. Another one fits in the capsule. So are you guys doing the Guardhouse Box Challenge? I want to know, because I think it's super fun. I mean, this is really rekindled a lot of the joy that I got when I first started stacking like 30 years ago. Check out this. Bam. 200 years of independence. AG Stacker 1776 would like this, or Kansas Kid. This thing is sweet. Look at that big old eagle. Serial numbered bar. And yet again, I don't know what mint made that. So I need to get a better way to store these capsules because it's kind of a pain in the butt. I have them in the on fire guy thing, and I'm just digging them out. So I don't know if I'm grabbing a top or a bottom or what. So this is going to be a pretty sweet Guardhouse box. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop. I've already figured out that I've got a little problem with this. I'm going to be really missing this challenge when it's over, and I'm not even halfway done. So the last two pieces I got, which are a good deal, even at 28 bucks, I probably would have paid 30 for them. Southeast Refining, Panama City. Oh, so and if you, these are from like the 80s. If you want one, I left about 5 of these there. And there was a really dark toned one. I got one that was semi-toned and then a really bright one. But go here, Thule, this should be pretty close to you. They've got more of these, and they were 28 bucks. Tell them you saw their stuff on World Money Wins. Maybe they'll give you a discount. I don't know. It was my first time in there, so I didn't get any discounts or any special treatment. And I mentioned that I have a YouTube channel after I get the pricing, just so that there's no, because I don't want to say, oh, I got these for 25 bucks, and then people go in there and they go, well, it's 28 bucks. It's not the same price. So I don't want to tell people it's one price and it end up being a different price when they get there, because that would be a pain in the butt. I'd be kind of bummed if that happened. But my second time, if I go in there again, I bet I'll get a discount, just because these coin bullion dealers tend to give discounts to people that come in more than one time. They don't just pull out the discounts right off the bat. It's got some cool toning on there. This one's got a little bit of interest to it. So if you're looking for these, I should have grabbed them all, but I mean, I want to leave some stuff behind for you guys, especially if I'm showing you where I'm getting them. Go in there and see if they got any. So that was that one, and then the last one is the shiny one. Southeast Refining, Panama City, Florida. It's got a cool back on these things. Maybe I should have bought more, but I want to have more variety in here. I don't want to have like 20 of these in there, because that would be kind of boring. So that's that. Bam. So I got 2 of my Christmas bars I haven't put in here. So these slots are going to stay empty until whenever. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 bars already. And I'm already dreading this challenge being over. So we're going to have to reevaluate once it's over. And then maybe I'll have to do one of these for each of the kids. And I could put the name on it, and it could be, put it in the deep stack for, you know, whenever, when they're old enough to, I don't know. I guess when you're in your 20s, you're still kind of an idiot. And I was an idiot until I was in my 30s. Well, actually, I'm still an idiot if you ask my wife. So I think financially, I mean, I could never give my kids a whole bunch of money, or I don't know. Just doesn't make sense to give young people a ton of money. They need to be hustling for it and working for it. I didn't buy my daughter her first car. She saved up and bought it. Even though my wife said we needed to buy her a car, I said, she wants a car. She's going to get a job. She's going to save, and she's going to buy it. So it worked. She bought herself a Mercedes for $3,200. It's probably the best car in the family. It runs awesome. It's got some rust on it and some dings and scratches, but I know she's going to be bumped. She actually bumped into something. She hit a pole, like just turning around at her friend's house, and put a big old crack in her bumper. And she was all bummed out. And I was like, listen, don't worry about it. This is what your first car is for. You're supposed to be bumping into stuff. That's how you learn. I mean, when you're a baby learning to crawl, you bump into tables and walls, and it's just part of life. When you're young, you're going to bump into things with your car. So it's just, I think it's just asinine to buy a teenager a brand new car. It's like, that's just, yeah, just incredibly Yeah, it just doesn't make sense at all to me. So anyway, that's enough for my teenager rant and these kids these days. So if you're over in the Detroit area, check out these places. Abbott's and Coins and Stamps. Jamie did an awesome job taking care of me at Coins and Stamps. I really like him, and if I'm in the area, I'm definitely going to go back and see him. Cool guy, fun to talk to. And this one, where'd the card go? Oh, here it is. The girl that helped me here didn't have a card, so she gave me Andrew's card, and I think he's the boss, the head cheese. So anyway, that's it. I'm out. I will talk to you guys later, and have an awesome day.